guys, my name's Francis.
My name's Malia, and here behind us we have the Younger Academy.
Yeah. So I play for the U17 Portland Thorns Academy team, which means I get a glimpse into what it's like to play for the first team. Not only do we get to train at the beautiful Providence Park, go to every home game, section 220. You probably hear us. I mean, we're pretty loud. We're really pretty loud.
We'll be there.
We get pretty good media day pictures that go viral, I'd say, on Instagram.
Y'all see me scream.
We get to wear beautiful black and red jerseys with, this beautiful crest. It's beautiful, right?
Get a look at it. Spotlight.
We get coaches like Megan Nally, guys. Megan Nally. That's a huge shout out. We get all of that, and we get to hear from many of the first team staff on a regular basis. One of them being the amazing Karina LeBlanc.
All right, so I play for the U18, U19 Academy. My coach is Tracy Nelson. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
I've been playing soccer since I was like 5 when I lived in New York, and then when we moved here the first year in 2013, which is when the Thorns and the NWSL started, I was lucky enough to catch the first team playing. And Karina play, you see her like flying through there like Superman with them saves, like, when they reach in and it's like a tip and it's like, pfft. I was like, just the physics in my mind being that small, I was like, that's not possible. But I guess it is. So watching her play, it was really powerful for me. She was a huge inspiration for me, especially as a young girl of color. So she's forever changed the game. I'd like to give a big shout out to you. Love you. She's just an all-time winner. You're Olympian. I got a fangirl. It happens. I'd like to welcome you to the stage. Karina LeBlanc, guys.
Hi, everybody. Woo! Today's here. Thank you for that embarrassing introduction. I'm honored by it. I want to thank each and every person for showing up. I think one of the biggest things in life is, as Jessica was actually saying upstairs, is showing up for people. And in this community, from our academy players to our senior players, to media, to fans, to investors, to sponsors, one thing we know how to do in Portland is to show up for each other. So thank you for showing up. I want to thank Jim. You can't miss him. He's 6'15" over here. Thank you and Sport Oregon for setting this all up. I see a lot of faces. It's interesting. It's a range of faces, but they're all season ticket holders. And there's something special about what we have here in Portland and Providence Park. I remember in 2013, walking out through those doors, and it was a sea of red. And the people who've been to the game, you know what I'm talking about. The players know what I'm talking about. You walk out and you see the names. You hear the roaring crowd being PT, FC, and you feel alive, but you feel a sense of belonging almost immediately. And it's so interesting because the first time I actually met Lisa, I didn't know she was going to be my boss at the time, and it was a small meeting. But I remember that feeling that I'm talking about. We all know, right? Like you walk out, whether you're a fan, whether you're a player, there's something unique and special here. And it was like she was trying to figure it out, and I started to articulate. I started talking about the greatness of our players, and then the community and the fans, and just as I was talking, I saw her eyes well up. And I thought, boy, if this could be our future owner, we are the winners. And guess who our future owners are? Lisa and Alex. A round of applause for them. Alex, don't worry, I'll embarrass you in a second. Don't worry about that. But I just wanted this is such a historic day for our club. There's so much history here in Portland, and we've done so many game-changing, groundbreaking things. I think we talk about the fan base of the community, but Portland almost has changed what women's sports could do. They said women wouldn't show up for Portland or for even women's sports. We had sellout crowds. They say that women's sports was just a side thing. It no longer is that. But the new ownership that we have here, I don't want to steal their thunder, they will share the vision of the club, and it will give you the goosebumps. It will make you feel inspired, just like these players, and these players do every single day. But to kick it off, the commissioner, Jennifer Berman, the commissioner, I want to introduce you to come on up. I want to embarrass you for a second because this is a woman who's been in sports for a long time, and we talk about seeing it to believe it. She's been in different sports, but now she's leading the way with our league, women's sports. She's doing whole new things. She knows the players first. And I want you to come on up here and share a couple words. There you go.
Thank you so much. I want a Karina hype speech every morning before I start my day of work. It would go a long way for our league. Thank you for that, and thank you for having me here. I'm really, I think, overwhelmed and impressed by how incredibly exciting and excited this room feels. There's a ton of energy here and representation from so many different aspects of the community, and I'm actually most proud to say that this is not unique anymore. When I go around to different communities and I'm at different NWSL cities, although you all have been showing up for your team for 10 years, it is now happening around the league. And it's because of the foundation and solid support that this community has built around this club that we are now able to scale and grow across the whole league. And it's really exciting. It's really exciting that this is not a one-off, and this is not a how are we going to replicate that. This is happening, and we talk about it around the league, this being a movement and not a moment. And all of these incredible players and all of you, we're so excited to build a future that continues to be stronger and more inspiring than the past. And we build our future on the backs of everything that has come before us. And we just feel so grateful to be in a position to actually turn this league into what we all know it can be and should be. And this upcoming season is going to be that moment. And we need you all and lots of your friends, whether you're in Portland or in other cities, to show up. Not just like you are today and not just on social media, but in stadiums, watching games, buying merch, talking about these athletes and how incredible they are and the incredible athleticism that they demonstrate each and every day in training and on the pitch, because that is what is going to turn this league into what we all know it will be, which is our vision to be the best league in the world. And when we think about what those opportunities are, I will be at your home opener. I can't wait to watch you play on March 16th in Kansas City, which is the first purpose-built stadium for women. That is going to be the first game in the history of the NWSL that's going to be on ABC TV. We need you all to watch. That's right. Feel free to come to Kansas City, but if you're not going to come to Kansas City, watch it on TV and tell all your friends to watch it on TV. And I just couldn't be more excited about this upcoming season. And to segue to why we're all here, as we think about and as I think about all of the competing priorities in any given day, and there are certainly a lot, the most important priority for the future of this league is attracting quality ownership. And this ownership group, led by Alex and Lisa, as well as their incredible parents and family, when people show up for work calls with their entire family, you know they came to play. I would like to show up at work with my entire family. And they're a force. They lead with purpose and their values. You know what you get when you talk to them. They mean what they say and they say what they mean. And we're just so excited to have you as part of the NWSL ecosystem, to help us redefine the future, to lift the lid on what's possible in women's sports and for the NWSL in particular. And thank you for your trust in me and the league and this club to invest all of yourselves, all of your family into what we're building. And we're so excited to partner with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner, for saying the Portland Thorns will win it in 2024. Woo! I'm just kidding. But redefining is exactly what this family does. I want to give a round of applause for Raj and Marta, the parents who are here right in the front. Just a round of applause for them. It's quite funny when you have the meetings and you see the dynamics of brother and sister and then mother and father. It really is a tight-knit family who truly believes in this. And I'm so honored and excited to introduce these two. I obviously spoke about Lisa, but Alex, on the other hand, the curiosity and growth mindset that this family has he's already laughing. You don't even know where I'm going yet. Is incredible. I mean, they've accomplished so much already in their life as a family, but they literally come into every meeting being curious, asking questions, and wanting to grow. And I personally find myself growing in every single meeting with you two. So with that, can you please come up so Portland can fall more in love with you, Alex and Lisa.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Lisa Bethal Merage, and we are so excited to be here with you in Portland today. I'm joined by my family, my parents Marta and Raj Bhathal, and my brother and business partner Alex Bethal, who serves as the new alternate governor of the Thorns. We would like to acknowledge the following people for taking the time to join us. Commissioner of the NWSL, Jessica Berman, who flew in from New York, Mayor Wheeler, and all of the public officials and representatives from the City of Portland and surrounding regions who are joining today. We'd like to introduce our first strategic co-investor and executive board member, Anoop Popat, and his lovely wife, Reena. Thank you to our Thorns GM and President of Soccer Ops, Karina LeBlanc, Coach Mike Norris, our amazing Thorns players, coaches, and staff. We'd like to acknowledge Francis, Malia, and the Thorns Youth Academy participants. Shout out to them for recently being recognized as a top ECNL club in the country, which is the highest league for female soccer players in the United States. Thanks to Jim Etzel and the entire Sport Oregon team, and to Canal Merchant, Mike Whitehead, and our entire team at RAJ Sports and Revitate for helping us put this deal together. We'd like to also thank current and future partners who graciously taken time out of their busy schedules to come here today. And thanks to Merritt Paulson, Heather Davis, and the entire team at Peregrine and your Timbers and the Timbers. Thank you for your hard work in closing this deal and your support during the transition. Merritt, we'd like to acknowledge you as a visionary and early believer in women's sports. Without you, none of us would be here today. And your longstanding belief in the potential of women's sports looks smarter and smarter by the day. But lastly, I'd like to thank the heart and soul of the Portland Thorns Football Club, the supporters. None of this is possible without your authentic love for the club and for the community. My family and I are humbled to have the opportunity to serve as stewards of this beloved community asset and usher it into the next era of incredible success. Our goal for the future for the Thorns is simple: to be the best, globally #1, the best franchise of women's soccer in the world. We have a world-class team, we have definitely world-class fans, and we will be investing in world-class facilities. We look forward to having an impact and getting involved with the community. As I mentioned, we do not think of ourselves as owners. We consider ourselves stewards of a beloved community asset. As such, we will be spending the next season on a listening tour so that we can learn from all of the stakeholders. We value your opinions. Before passing the mic to Alex, I'd like to announce that annual memberships and individual game tickets are now on sale at thornsfc.com. Hope to see each and every one of you on opening day. Now I'd like to introduce my brother and business partner, Alex.
Thanks, Lisa. Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here today as our family takes the next step on our multi-generational journey in the world of sports. But first, I'd like to acknowledge our parents, Raj and Marta, who are here today. They're here in person on February 5th, which also happens to be their 58th wedding anniversary. As the new stewards of this beloved community asset, like Lisa mentioned, we believe in the power and the potential of women's professional sports, and that the growth trajectory of women's soccer in the United States is unlimited. The Portland Thorns stand as the preeminent team in the sport, fueled by unrivaled community support, an unparalleled championship history, and a powerful platform that we can continue to build greatness from on and off the pitch. Our vision for the Thorns is simple, as Lisa mentioned. We are here to win championships. We are here to deliver a fun and joyful experience. And we are here to create value for all of our stakeholders, our dedicated players, our valued partners, our community, our committed staff, the Portland community, and most importantly, the dedicated and passionate supporters. Our goal is to be the best soccer team in the world, period, number one. To get there, we will invest in the team, in the fan experience, the community, and do everything we can to help the NWSL grow and the Thorns grow as a global brand. With that, we are so thankful for the welcome that we've received in Portland. We can't wait for the season to kick off. And with that, I'm going to introduce a man who needs no introduction, Mayor Ted Wheeler.
Well, that's an act that I'm only going to follow with brevity. I have a brief set of comments. First, I want to express how much gratitude I'm filled with, and I want to offer our support. Gratitude for what this franchise has become, what this franchise represents, not just as a sporting endeavor, but as something that speaks volumes about women's sports and, frankly, women in general. We have always loved this franchise. And as the father of a 17-year-old daughter, I am filled with gratitude to the players, to the coaches, to the staff, watching her be inspired by your leadership. And I know it's hard enough to play the game and get up early and go to bed late and travel all the time and have to perform under withering circumstances, sometimes under criticism if things aren't going your way. And yet you do all of that, but there's an added burden for women athletes in our community, which is they have to serve and are seen as those inspirational characters. And I know that is an added burden. But I come here today with the gratitude, understanding how important that is for young women in our community, the young women standing behind us, to see what their potential is. And ironically, it's sports that so often illustrates that potential for all of us to see. I'm here to offer support. This room is full of people like me. We have my city commissioners, we have our county commissioners. I saw even the state treasurer, a greatly underappreciated role in state politics, in the back of the room, and many other community leaders, business leaders, people who are just super fans, and of course the entire staff of the Portland Thorns organization. We are here to support your efforts and support your vision, and we're 100% behind you. And if there's anything you need, let us know. Commissioner Berman, once again, you grace us with your presence. And you express the thoughts that are on the minds of many of us about where is this all leading? What is the vision for the future? And what is the role of our franchise in that bigger future? And you did a great job of articulating it. We're going to the top. That's where we're going. And I know that all of your franchises feel exactly the same way. And collectively, they leverage off of each other. And they create something special and something magical. And if you don't believe me, just consider this. This is my 7th year in elective office. I go in front of the press all of the time, and those poor guys will admit that I do. But rarely for something where we're all in the same room from different backgrounds, experiences, perspectives, supporting something so incredibly positive for our community. We want to not only do really well here and win, as Lisa and Alex said, but we want to help leverage this franchises all over the country. And I love that vision, Lisa and Alex, that you put out there, top in the world. We're up to it. This community is up to it, and we can succeed. Last of all, I just want you to know this, since I've had a chance to spend time with Lisa and Alex and Raj and Marta. These are good people. It's important that they come with experience. It's important that they come with a vision. It's important that they come with the resources and the wherewithal to pull off the vision that they're articulating. But what's more important is they're just really awesome people. 58 years. And you spent your anniversary with all of us. That says something about commitment to Portland. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for everybody in this room who has anything to do with this. As mayor, I will stand with you and I will support you through thick and thin, and we will do whatever needs to get done to realize that vision of #1 in the world. We'll be there.
Let's go. All right, we got the mayor's support. So we sent out an email to the team to say, hey, you guys, we have a press conference with our new owners. Anybody want to speak? And usually I have to go and ask them, hey, can we get 1 or 2 people to speak? But we had volunteers. Yes, we did. So let me please introduce Olivia, Sam, and Janine to come up, and I have no idea what they're going to say, but say what you'd like to say. Do you want to speak? You're saying something. Oh, they're getting excited because the players are coming up. Wow, look at this. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We just wanted to speak to you all today and just talk about how excited we are for the Bethals to take over this club. And, of course, the excitement of what they're going to do and their vision and just their excitement about taking over this club and making us great and continuing to raise the standards. But also, we just wanted to touch on how grateful we are for the commitment from their family to us, and not just to us as players, but to us as people and to our city and to our club and to our staff. And so we just cannot wait to see where they're going to take us, and our goals are completely aligned, and we can't wait to begin working together. But yeah, we just want to say how excited and grateful we are for you and your family, and Lisa and Alex just being willing to speak to us and come and commit to us. And yeah, we just can't wait to get started.
I wouldn't have worn ripped jeans if I knew this event was going to be so formal, but here we are. Hopefully my mom doesn't watch because I'll get a severe talking to later. Thank you two for being here. Happy anniversary. Also, I feel like you should write a parenting book because these two are just top notch. I got to talk with Marcus over there from Portland Gear last week, and I compared this season that we're into right now to the Natasha Bedingfield song Unwritten. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. I will not be singing it for your sake, but she says staring at the blank page before you, and I feel like that's what we're doing. And our club has been through a lot in the past, and this feels like a new chapter. And like Mayor Wheeler said, we're not just being led by incredible business people, but incredible people that want to get a lot done, but want to do it the right way. And I think for us as players, that is so exciting to hear and to be a part of. And I just can't wait to see what we're going to write in this chapter that is being written now. And so we're so grateful to have you guys, and we can't wait to get started.
I don't know how I ended up last, but following Sam Coffey is never an easy task. What an incredible time to be a Portland Thorn, to be a Portland Thorn fan, to be a fan of women's soccer in general. I feel incredibly lucky to have teammates like these two, to have teammates like them, a staff of what we have, and now a wonderful ownership family who have joined us. And I think what has struck me as so special is we've been in preseason for about 2 weeks now, and we've seen Alex and Lisa now 3 times, which is just a testament to their commitment to this team, to the process. The fact that they come up here and they say they want to spend this year listening is so different than what we hear so many times at sporting organizations. And when they say they want the Portland Thorns to be the best franchise in the world, those aren't just words. They're not an empty promise. They have compassion and commitment and energy and emotion and value behind their words. So for us as the Portland Thorns family, to have an amazing family come join us means the world to us. I've had the joy of being here for my 3rd season, but I'm quite significantly older than these two, and have had experience at other clubs, not only in the US, but in Europe. And I can quite confidently say that this is the best experience that I've had in my first 2 weeks at a club with new ownership, with new energy. I love what you said about a blank page. And I know, speaking for our entire team, for our entire staff, the energy has been different this year. We come into work every single day excited to put on the Thorns crest and represent all of you, the city of Portland, this community, this club, and this league. A wonderful league that is just beginning to blossom, and what an incredible place that we get to be the leaders. We get to set the standard, and with the Bethal family behind us, they are very committed to winning. We always talk about winning, and for anyone that has seen this team play, it's a team full of winners. Slightly competitive, if you've watched us play, but to have a family that's coming in, that's aligned. Liv talked about alignment. To have people that have their arrow pointed in the same direction. Sport is one powerful place to be. So we could not be more excited to have you guys join our family, to see your wonderful faces around all season long, and for us to be the 2024 NWSL champions. So thank you.
I'm so proud of them. You know, it's interesting. They'll play in front of 25,000 people, but when I'm saying, hey guys, get up on the mic and talk, they're like, yeah. What? Well done. I'm going to be picking on you 3 more. Honestly, they've said it perfectly. This is a special time. Mike Norris and the staff, we had a staff retreat. First of all, let's give a round of applause for our staff, please. Mike, you coming to talk? No. But it was interesting. We talked about honoring the past because of the history of this club. There's 3 stars, and it took so many different people and beliefs to get us here. Recreating the future, which you can see here, and then winning in the right way. This team wants to make the city proud. This team wants to make women proud. This team wants to change the trajectory of women's sports, and we did it before, and we're about to do it again. This is the time, but it's not just the family. And it's not just the players, and it's not just the sponsors, but it's every single one of us. Today's a new beginning, and Lisa had a song. It was Michael Bublé, and not because they're Canadian. He's Canadian, I'm bringing this up. But Michael Bublé says, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling, there you go. This is a beautiful moment for us, and we're so honored that each and every one of you took the time out of your day to show up for us. This is a new day, a new era, and we're going to be the best, absolute best, right here in Portland, club in the world. Thank you for showing up for us, and thank you, Lisa and Alex. That's it.